Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? Hope life is great wherever you are. This is Spanish Grandmaster Pepe Cuenca, and I'm very glad to be back here for a session of Banter Blitz in Chess 24. I know it's been we had some shaky times, right, where we actually don't know if Banter Blitz gonna happen once again or not. It's true that of course we're moving everything towards chess.com, but meanwhile we're still having some premium shows with the great Jan Gustafsson and myself. So we'll be having these Banter sessions here in the All Play Zone in Chess 24, and hopefully we'll have some fun. So I do have some challenges already. So I think it's just best to start playing some chess, right? So let's upset, for example, the King 03. I'm currently in Brazil, guys. I came here for a tournament in the beautiful island of Florianopolis, and now I'm just spending some time here trying to learn the language. I actually signed for an intensive course of Portuguese, and currently I can speak some Portuguese, so it's great. Let's play the Sicilian, the Kalashnikov Sicilian. So I have a lifetime repertoire course in Chessable, where I actually, against the Rosalimo, recommend to move e6. Basically, the idea is just to develop the knight to e7 in order to recapture c6. So basically, white's only choice to ruin our pawn structure is to take immediately on c6. Naturally here, the move is c6, and these positions are very, very complicated because you have many possibilities. You can play d6, d5, or e5, c4. All right, guys. So let's play knight e7. Usually, this knight comes to g6 in these positions, right? And then you play bishop e7, or you can even play e5. Basically, now, after the move knight g6, we will be threatening to play e5 in the next move. At least that's what I think, right? Because if we play e5, then white will struggle to break on the center with d4 and also on f4. So I think we do have a very nice position here. I'm going to go bishop e7. Our idea is to go short castle, d6, and f5 probably. Okay, and so we are playing the 3+2, I believe, right? b3 and then short castle. Okay, there we go. We need to open the position up for our bishop. Maybe I should have played d6 before, because now he's going to be able to bring the knight to g3 all the way down, and therefore he will stop this f5 break. So maybe I can even play f5 anyway, but it's not ideal, I would say. I can also use the f4 square as the knight comes. Then h3, I think we're doing fine after f5, okay? So now if pawn takes, bishop takes, f5, and we're already targeting the d3 pawn. And, well, I believe bishop e6 here is the move, right? And he needs to be careful with bishop h3 ideas. Okay, it goes knight to e4, intend to jump to g5 probably, but then we're just playing h6. Nice prophylactic move, giving some pressure to her king as well, right? And knight f4 is in the air as well. But also ideas with queen d7 and then bishop takes h3. I think we do have a very nice position here. Also d5 needs to be paying attention. Right, and bishop e3. That's a very nice prophylactic move against d5, right? Because now the c5 pawn is hanging. So I'm just gonna go queen d7, trying to scare him. So king h2, and now let's just double rooks on f5. Okay, so rook f7, rook a2, f8, and then bishop a3 would be actually a big threat. I think we can take now on the a3. Also, taking on f3 is extremely in here. I'm just going to go for this exchange sacrifice. Boom. The idea is to play knight h4 in the next move, and then bring the knight to h3. Also, the h3 pawn is hanging. The other rook is coming to the f5. So, nice to see you, Z London, right here in the chat. Knight h4, boomba. Let's go over there. So, the idea is to take an f3 with the knight with a check, of course, and then try to grab the queen. But, of course, also rook f8 is coming. And... Sí, seguro, te la di. Knight h4, queen e2, and now probably just rook f8, right? Rook f8 looks very good. Sorry, guys. Somebody was asking for the key here. I'm in my hotel. So what's up, Mihaela? Everything's fine over there? Rook f8. Ooh, I want to grab the pawn on f3. He's protecting it by playing knight to d2. Nice defensive idea, though. So how to play here? Maybe just transferring the queen. It's a nice idea. What do you guys think? I think it's fine. Yeah, queen e8. In order to go queen h5. And once again, we are threatening the pawn on f3. And also, we're putting an eye against the h3 pawn. My idea against rook g3 is to play knight f5 back, attacking the rook, and then he will struggle to remove the rook from the g3 square, because after, let's say, rook g3, knight f5, rook g2, then we can play knight takes e3, followed by queen h3, and probably he's in great trouble, in deep trouble here in this position. Okay, very nice sacrifice, exchange sacrifice. The king is a very strong opponent. He's got 2400. Okay, so where are you guys watching the stream from? Somebody from where? From United States, from England, from Spain, from Latin America. Okay, it goes rook g3, sorry, rook g1. Now let's just grab some material. Okay, for example, play bishop h4. Once again, well, trying to remove the rook from the g3 square, because the h3 is going to be much more weaker, right? For example, after rook g1 back, we could consider moves like bishop h3 even in this position. Rook g4, that's very nice. Okay, but I think we just grab once again another exchange, and this should be fine for us. Queen f7 back, knight e4, and I believe d5 could be a move here. d5, that's a nice move because the f2 pawn is just hanging. The knight on d6 is going to be kind of trapped, but he managed to kind of save, well, because knight f5 is actually coming, so it's not that easy, guys. So how to play here? How to play? Not sure. Not sure, my friends. Let's play queen f3 in order to trade queens. The idea is after knight f5 to play just bishop takes f2, okay? 15 seconds only for him. And king g2. All right. So let's just go back. What else can we do? Let's just go back to f8. Bishop takes c5. And now, for example, bishop e7, just spinning the knight, making his life more tough. Right now, yeah, okay, that's fine. That's fine, my friend. Rook b8 is an option. Rook b8 is an option or not? I believe it is. So also taking on c5 is more than enough to win the game. So let's just go for it and then play king f7. Just bring the king to the center of the board. And d4, I'm just going to take this pawn for sure. Give me that, baby. And once again, let's take here and then play king e6, centralizing the king. Now we have a fantastic open file for our rook. So let's go back here. Now king e5, centralizing once again. And now the rook comes into the action. We need to be careful with knight d3 and then the rook on b2. But we hang it. But then we go step by step. There's no rush here. And for example, let's just go. Ooh, careful, careful, Pepe. Careful, Pepe. Let's play a5 in order to stop this knight b4 ideas. And, well, let's just start pushing the d pawn. We have a pass pawn, so this should be enough to win the game. Okay? 15 seconds. I think it's time to resign for our friend, the king 0-3. And 10 seconds. 8 seconds. And time to say bye-bye, my friend. I do have a lot of challenges here. So, okay, he went for 95. Give me that, baby. King takes c5. Knight d3. Let's say king c4 back. Now we're going to d5, naturally. And then we can start pushing the c and d pawns. That's the way it is. Run. Run, baby. Run, baby. Run, baby. Keep running, baby. Keep running, baby. Check now. Check now. Let's grab another guy here. King d4, once again centralizing. And now c4, c3, the end of the game for him. Here we go, king e3. And time to say goodbye, my friend. Thanks for the game, the king 0-3. Awesome. And now, well, we have, for example, shadow mate. All right, so he's from Canada. He's got 2100. And e4, now we're going to play, once again, the Kalashnikov Sicilian. Let's see if he goes for the open lines with d4, where I want to show you what we have in our lifetime repertoire course in Chessable. Once again, we're going to repeat the line. And then here, what you need to know with the white pieces is that actually going short castle pretty soon is a mistake. Because in many cases, you want to play h4, h5 when the knight arrives to g6. It goes e5. Okay. And now, well, let's just play f6, trying to, well, to gain control over the center once this pawn is disappeared from e5, right? And, well, let's just grab here the pawn on e5 and then play knight to f6 in order to stop queen h5 check. And, well, I think we have a decent position here. The idea in many cases is to go bishop d6. Let's just go there in order to win a tempo by hitting this knight. If the knight goes back to c4, then the bishop is going to be fine on c7. So let's just go back to with short castle. And for sure, we need to do something about this bishop on c8, which is a terrible piece, as you guys can see. How we're going to activate this bishop, I still don't know, but we will do it. Let's just bring the bishop to c7 first. Now we have several ideas. The first one could be to go e5. The second one could be to go d6 here, but maybe I have just maybe bishop e7 was not the best move in the world, because now I'm not so sure what to play. d6, bishop g5 could be intimidating, but maybe not, because even if he takes on f6, ruin our pawn structure, then the king is going to be fine on h8, right? And then we're going to use this g file in order to attack the white king, right? So let's say bishop takes f6, gf6, then our idea is to go just king h8, and in many cases, rook g8 or even f5. It goes c4, and now we could actually pin this knight on f3, right? This pin could be extremely annoying for him, and because it's not easy for him to unpin, right? One idea could be to go queen d7, and then we would be threatening to take on e4, and then f3, once again, ruin the pawn structure. Still not clear how this bishop on c7 is going to contribute to the attack, but for sure I will do it at some point. Okay, no problem. So queen d7, protecting the knight, protecting the bishop on g4, and now our knight on f6 is completely unpinned. So that means that we could even think about going knight h5 in some positions, right, in order to jump to the f4 square. And also we have connected the rooks right now. So the rook on a8 could be coming to the e8 square, right? And so I decided to take on f6. And now, of course, we take back and queen e3. His idea could be, well, probably to come to h6 with the queen. So I'm thinking about going here, queen g7. But this looks like a very decent move. First of all, we covered the h6 square. Second of all, we're actually targeting the g2 pawn. Here, this is a very interesting move, knight to g3, because he wants to play h3 and then probably bring the knight to h5. Okay, we're going to play prophylactically with the move king h8, and he attacks our bishop. We just go back to e6 and then try to play f5 very, very quickly, right? So let's say knight h5, queen g6, nothing really bad happens to us, and then our next move probably is just f5 in this position. Queen e2. All right, my friends. Now we should start pushing for sure some pawns. Let's just play f5. There we go. The threat is to go f4, followed by bishop takes h3. Using the pin this, well, along g5. Okay? So knight e1, nice prophylactic move. Well, I'm not so sure, but I think we need to go f4 anyway. f4, that's right. Probably knight e4 is just a blunder because of bishop h3. Boom, 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 shakalala. And this is just a pawn up. We have a decent attack, and then we have the bishop pair. Well, that means that he's in deep trouble. Let's just go back with the bishop. And now knight f2, sorry. So just queen g6, intended to, let's just bring some pieces to the action. Rook b1, let's just stop everything by playing a5, b3, and now let's just start attacking like beasts. a3, he wants to open some fights over there, but I'm not sure that's going to be, very nice for him. So just rook g7. Let's just triple rooks on the g5. Give me that baby. Now, give me that baby. And now, booba, bishop a5. That was my idea. The idea is to eliminate the defender of the g2 square. Maybe it still has rook a4 in this position. Probably I just you know, underestimate this rook a4 idea, because rook on a8 is just hanging. Well, he doesn't go for it, so I'm just gonna take everything and then probably just go rook a1, right? Rook a1, that's a nice move, with the same idea of going rook takes e1 in order to go queen g2 and checkmate. That's the way it is, my friends. So check, and just going back. Well, I'm not sure. Maybe just grab this guy here. Yeah, let's just let's just play rook g8. And now the point is, after queen d6, rook e1, this rook is protecting also the e5 pawn. So that means that white cannot never check the pawn on e5. Okay, thank you for the game, Shadowmate. Now let's just accept other people. For example, here, Beagle. Beagle, are you there? Let's just play e4, for example. 1800 from the Faroe Islands. There's a grandmaster in the Faroe Islands, right? So the Petrov, very solid. Okay, let's just grab the pawn and then think what to play. And well, let's just play knight c3. This is one of the most trendy lines against the Petrov. The idea is to recapture with the d pawn, and then, well, we're gonna go for the attack on the king side by playing bishop f4, queen d2, and then long castle, and then pressure h4, and then try to, well, to destroy our opponent, right? So this is a 5 minutes game. And remember, we're going to be here, if we have enough challenges, for 1.5 hours, just trying to enjoy some chess, as usual. And yeah, usually white can also, black can also go for long castling in these positions. So maybe knight f6, bishop e6, queen d7, etc. Knight c5, let's just go long castle here. And probably he's intending to delay castling, right? So let's see. Of course, I would love black to go for a little short castle. That means that we can start our attack. So there we go, h4. Let's go, guys. Starting an attack here. Enjoying life on the king side. Hello, Jup. How's it going in Cardiff? Good to see that playing on chess24 isn't impossible. I agree, Kans. I think we all have the same feeling, right? So how do you feel about this migration to the chess.com? So how you think it's going to affect everything? You think it's going to be positive for chess? 96, and then we're just going back. I don't know where, probably just to e3. Okay. Now I want to remove this knight from f3, probably to g5. And whenever he captures on g5, then the h file could be open, and then we could use it for some attack. Naturally, taking on f3 and then taking on h4 is just suicidal for black. And the a5, now he starts an attack already. Not so sure about knight g5, because bishop e2, queen e2. I think, I'm not sure, guys. I'm not so sure, but I'm just going to go for it. Let's just try to sacrifice the pawn in order to get some attack going on the h file. So bishop e2, just queen e2. Let's say knight g5, pawn takes e5, bishop g5, f4 was my idea. But then maybe bishop h6, and maybe this is just pawn. I'm not so sure because we have some g4 ideas. And if the bishop goes back to f6, then queen h5 is probably causing some troubles for black here. Hey, Larry. How's life? So h6. Oh, he was afraid of taking everything. Now I think what? Can we take an e6 or not? Not so sure once again. I don't know if I want to take an e6. He's playing very solid, but maybe we're just winning some material. 96, pawn e6, queen g4. And he still has rook f6 over there. Can't believe that. I can't believe that. Okay, let's just take and then play queen g4. So rook f6. And my idea, believe it or not, was to go bishop g5 there. Because after pawn takes, rook f7, then g6, if rook g6, queen h5. Probably not working. Probably not working, this stupid idea. But it's fun. Hey, Dangerous Right. How's life? How's life, guys? I'm in some small village on the northeast part of Brazil right now. I am in Itacaré. It's very beautiful. He's gonna go rook f6. So the white bishop h6 is just coming as well, right? So, all right, rook f6. And now what to do? We have some ideas. Can I go bishop g5? Not really. Rook g6 even straight away looks very, very dangerous for me. So let's just go f4. So it's going to be tough for him to play e5. Now my idea now is to go bishop t4 in the next move, because the rook has to go back to f7, and then I could take this pawn on e6. So maybe he's got some ideas, like, for example, rook b7, queen d7 here, in order to protect this pawn, but we can enjoy some pressure on the e file. So f4, g3, very solid there. Now we have weakness to attack, which is the weak square on e6. He wants to go rook g6. Let's just not accept it and then play h5. So once again, the idea is to play bishop d4 next move. Then he cannot go to g6, and rook f7 will run into queen takes e6. Oh my God, Kramnik student, one of the old guns here in chess 24. He's playing well. He's playing prophylactically. He's playing very prophylactically in this game. I'm gonna go g3. Once again, what do I want to do? I want to play bishop d4, but then that runs into rook f4. So that's why I bring first the pawn to g3, and now, well, it goes to e4. He's playing well. He's playing very well. He's playing very, very well, guys. a4. Now let's just stop everything by playing a3. I don't want any troubles over there. Rook a5. Wow, he's playing very impressively. He is playing very impressively. Queen f3. Let's just try to attack the pawn on b7. Let's go. So you're gonna protect it, and we can think about going g4 here in this game, right? First of all, I'm gonna go king b1, because after g4 there could be some tactics related with the pawn on f4, right? Some bishop g5 coming, rook f4 followed by bishop g5 could be an idea. So I'm just playing king b1 here, and then, yeah, okay, e5. I was scared about that move, but then I think I can play queen c6 here, targeting the c7 pawn. Thank you, everyone, for still being here. That's very nice to know, guys. I mean, it's been a long ride, right? I started to work in chess 24 on 2013. Actually, we created chess 24 in Spanish, for example, you know, so it's like our baby. It's like our baby. Of course, I was very sad to, you know, realize that we have not so much action going on chess 24 right now. But, you know, it is what it is. Right? But I've been working here like almost for 10 years. So, you know, let's see what happens. It's a lovely chess party. That's right. Queen e4 now. We have, let's give a check. 1-0 in checks. Now, let's just go back to f3. He's going to basically lose some time in this game. Give me that, baby. All right, Beagle, thank you very much for the game. That was a very nice fight. And now let's upset, for example, cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency from Germany. Ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch, aber nicht so gut. Ich habe alle vergessen. So, Crypto, are you there, my friend, or not? Probably not. So I'm going to abort the game and then try to grab another challenge. For example, from Dangerous Ride. 5 minutes games. All right, so let's keep playing the Kalashnikov against e4, and against e4 we're gonna play the King's Indian. Chess 24 has gorgeous shirts with Pepe's face all over them. Does Pepe has one? No, actually not. I should have bought one, right? C4, let's play g6. Pepe, are you gonna take the Kalashnikov course in Spanish? No, just in English. So the plans, I'm actually recording like 3 lifetime repertoire every year in chessable, but all of them are in English. Oh, he goes for this line. This is actually one of the most, well, strongest lines against the King's Indian. I have played this line, sorry, myself in many occasions. So let's just play e6 here, and then take on d5, and well, he takes with that pawn. He takes with that pawn. All right, let's play rook e8, prophylaxis versus bishop e6, goes bishop d3, and now I guess I can play c4, right? So deflection. And here, well, I'm not so sure how to proceed, but let's play a6. Our threat is to go b5, so probably it's going to go for a4 in this position. And yeah, I will go knight d7 in order to I don't know what, because I don't see a clear plan. Yeah, my plan could be rook b8 followed by b5. That could be a nice plan. So knight d7, rook b8 followed by b5 is my plan. Oh, he wants to go knight d4. Are you sure? Yeah, maybe he wants to go knight d4. Prophylaxis. Yeah, b5, I'm not so sure, guys, because of knight d4. And then suddenly, I could also try knight e4 here, but then f4 comes. So let's just play queen c7. My idea is to go knight c5 here. And then after bishop c5, I can recapture with the queen, and I do not have to take with the pawn. Okay, so f3, and I think it's time now to go knight c5 here. Yeah, let's go knight c5. And my idea is to play b5, and whenever this here, I have a tough choice to make, because trading on h6 is not ideal, but in this position could be interesting because I have some queen b6 later. Still don't believe about that. So I'm just going to go bishop h8, which is probably the best option here, keeping our best piece, which is the fianchetto bishop. But now it is time to start pushing. Okay, b5, and takes. And after knight d4, we can still play bishop d7, or even b4. We can start pushing already over there on the queen side, trying to create some contemplate, trying to use our 2 versus 1 in this position. Okay, knight d4. All right, my friend. All right, my friend. Let's go b4 here. You should go back, my friend, now to e2 probably. And not sure what to play after that. Maybe we have some c3 ideas. We have some bishop d7 ideas, just prophylaxis versus bishop d7. I'm not sure about this game, guys. It's becoming very tricky. Oh, that move? Can you play that move? Maybe you can. But your knights over there are going to look... Maybe you actually can. Of course you can. Maybe queen b6 is a very nice move. The idea after queen b4 is just to take on d5. My idea was to take on d5 here, but he's got queen c4. This guy. Oh, I have a nice idea, guys. I have a very nice idea, which is to play knight to g4. Knight to g4. Pawn takes, bishop d4 check. He cannot take, and then queen b5. I'm going to go for this. I think the only move here is bishop to d2. I think that's the only move. And then bishop d4 check, knight d4, queen b4, bishop b4, rook b4, pawn takes e4, rook b2. And still the position is unclear, right? That's a nice move. That's a nice move, knight g4. So 2 minutes and 50 seconds for dangerous right. Bishop d2, I guess it's the only reasonable move here to keep fighting. To keep fighting. Bueno, 2:20. Ahí está. Mírala, 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 mírala. Why did I switch to Spanish? I don't know. Knight g4, eh? That was an annoying move for him. Queen c4. Oh, then I'm happy with this position, actually. Just grab this. And he doesn't have any dark squared bishop, which is fantastic news for us. Bishop a6 is also coming. basically threatening to grab another whole piece. So he should be extremely careful here. Well, probably he's just lost, right? Yeah, so rook b1, and now it's time to go bishop a6, pinning the knight on b5, basically forcing white to go b4. I guess that's the only move, but I think even retreating the knight should be good for us, right? Knight d7. Because after bishop a4, bishop b5, and then he cannot forget he has another problem in this diagonal. And here we just grab everything. Bishop d4 check, then we're going to take back, and now let's just say what to do. I want to protect the e5, the d6 pawn. Also, bishop on a6 is hanging. So maybe just bishop b5 here to attack the queen. And it's going to be game over for him very, very soon. So just play f6 in order to regroup our knight by f7, because an h6 is basically doing not a very good job. Rook d1, and, well, let's just play e5. Trading queens with being 2 pieces up can never be a bad idea here. So why not to go for that in e5? So he's got a trade, and then we're just recapturing with our pawn. My idea now is to occupy the open files with our rooks. Let's say just rook a8, bring a knight to f7, and then d6. So let's just go there. Let's bring the other rook, for example, to c8. And we are ready to trade every single piece here. Let's say, well, king f8, for example. It's going to go d6 for sure, but then just knight f7, attacking everything here, threatening to go, ooh, that's possible? Yeah, that's possible, but then we just take. The king comes to e7 in order to protect everything, and we're doing fine. We're doing more than fine. The pawn on b4 is going to be ours as well. There we go. And game over. Game over for our friend Dangerous Right. Dangerous Right. Thank you. And now we're going to choose a tough opponent. Our friend Jupe, a classic guy here in Chess 24. And I'm going to go for d4 against Jupe, a FIDE master from Cadiz, from Spain, from the south of Spain. Now, there we go. And knight c3. Main lines of the Queen's Gambit here. Well, knight d7, bishop f4. This is a move that I like here. And bishop b4. Bishop to b4. What is that? Bishop to b4. What is that? What is that? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me. Come on. Let's play e3. What else? Just develop, right? Bring the pieces out. c5, and then we just capture here on c5. This is a usual reaction against that. And now, probably, well, not so sure what I'm doing. I have to be honest with you guys. I have to be very, very honest. Well, a3, well, rook c1 looks like the most natural move here, just protecting everything. But this is becoming tricky. This is becoming tricky way. Knight e4 is probably the critical test. After this move, maybe I can just go bishop e2, and we are making sure that our next move is going to be shared castle, right? Shared castle. So after knight c3, we just don't care, and then just go for shared castle. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe we can even play queen c2, protect everything, which is not a bad option either, right? Which is not a bad option either. So we need to be fast. I mean, he's up on the clock, 2 minutes 20 seconds, and we got 2 minutes and 17 seconds. Bishop takes c3. That's nice, because after rook c3, knight e4 is very annoying. So let's just play pawn takes c3. What else? I mean, what else can we do? I have, mixed feelings about this position, because we have the bishop pair and a pawn up, but naturally this pawn up is not going to be for so long, since he can capture in c5 with so many pieces. right? And yeah, well, I'm gonna go short castle here using the fact that he cannot take now because there's bishop d6, and then we grab the whole exchange. So well, we can use that tempo in order to go for short castle here. Then the queen can come to b3. All right, now he's forcing us to take, right? He's forcing us to take. And yeah, so let's just grab the pawn. And we should be very, very fine here. We should be very fine. I'm going to bring the bishop to e5. And then on d4, we're going to find a fantastic square for the bishop. So let's say bishop to d4 or even queen b3. Let's just go queen b3 here. And naturally, I would love to strike with c4 at some point. I mean, the whole point of having the bishop there is to open up the position. But it's not easy at this point. So I'm just going to go bishop d4 here. Very solid. Very, very solid. Put pressure against b6. Oh, I just disconnected. It looks like. It looks like that I disconnected. Oh. Is it like that? Or it's just the place on having some troubles? It's just like to. Oh. I'm back. I'm back. I am back. I am back, and dime. Everything's fine, but I'm not sure if I can reload the page. My screen? Yeah, me neither. 1 second. One second. Let's see what I can do. Okay, guys. So I had some troubles with internet, so I'm just gonna challenge you back because we couldn't finish the game. So let's see if he's there, and we can continue playing some chess. Jupe, are you there or not? Are you there, Jupe, or not? Let's give him some minutes. He's not there, so I'm gonna take Zevich then. All right, so let's start now with e4. Let's start with e4, c5, and knight to f3. There we go. e6, and here I usually like to play the Maroczy-Wind versus the accelerated dragon, right? So queen b6, that's very tricky. Tricky line. Knight b5. Let's go. Knight c3. This is one line that some master is recommending in Chessable, right? At least that's where I think. That's where I think. This is very tricky. I'm just going to go f3 here. And I need to be careful because I know this is something that some international masters recommended in chessable. So for sure, they know what they're doing here. So the idea here after d6 is going to go just queen d2, natural move, finishing development, and bishop e2, followed by short castle. It's my plan here. Why not? Why not Zevich? a6, we just go back to d4. What else? And after knight takes, yes, bishop takes d4. So I think we have managed to succeed in the opening. And now we have reached the typical middle game of a Maroxy event, where we're going to enjoy a lot of space. He wants to trade everything. Oh, my friend, I'm not going to allow you. I'm just going to go knight b3 here. Well, basically attacking the queen, winning a tempo, and now just finishing development with short castle. Okay? And the next step is to bring some rooks to a better square. For example, to c1 or e1. So b6, and, well, let's just bring the rook to c1. The pawn on c4 could be having troubles at some point. And now we just go back to d4, since now he cannot take everything on d4 and then trade the queens. So I like this position. We have a lot of space. b4 coming, f4, f5 coming as well in many positions. h4, h5 is also a nice idea. And a5. Okay, fair enough. Controlling the b4 square, stopping b4 ideas. So we have to push at some other side of the board. For example, with the move f4. For sure, that's going to be interesting. f4 followed by f5, e5. He's playing very well. He's playing very well, I have to say. Because now he wants to gain control on the dark squares. Yes, that was an annoying move for me, but I was relying on this move knight b5. Still not sure. I could end up really worse here. For example, bishop a6. I don't know what's going on. Bishop a6 definitely is an interesting move here, because if knight d6, knight d4, I don't see what to do. And going back to b5 is just losing because of knight f3 in that line. I don't know, you guys are calculating with me, but definitely this position is very risky for me from the positional point of view as well. 40 seconds for Zevich. We got 1 minute 53 seconds. Knight d4, that's a very bad move in my opinion, because we just take, and this is just a whole pawn up, and this is going to be a lot of fun for us. For example, let's say just say rook d1, this is forcing rook d8, and then e5 just wins pawn. Booba! e5 just wins another pawn and probably just wins the game. Very cool. Queen c5, and give me that, baby. Oh, what do you want to do? Yeah, okay, give me that, baby. And then you just take back. And if I lose this, then I should quit chess, right? With so much material up. Rook d1, forcing, now bishop c6 is also a threat. There we go. Let's just fix the structure with f4, fixing all the pawns on the light squares. And now just bring the king step by step. There's no hurry. There's no hurry. And let's just play king e3, for example. And rook d5, you can take that pawn if you want. You can take that pawn if you want. The endgame is completely over. a3, b4, and g3, takes, b4, let's go. And this is just 2 versus 1, and he's got to resign. Thank you, Savage, for the game. And let's just take this challenge back with Jupe. Okay? Now that we have better connection, now let's play the Kalashnikov Sicilian once again. Okay? d4, bishop b5. Now let's play the Rosolimo. He's probably, he paid attention to the previous games. He's been here, so he knows what he's doing. Now, Short Castle is not the best move here, as I told you guys, because you want to play h4, h5 when the knight is on g6. So for those who doesn't know the theory, it's very easy to go around with this short castle in this Rosolimo variation. Knight g5. I'm pretty sure this is covered in my course. So what to do. Let's just play bishop e7, attacking the knight. And f4 should be interesting here, for sure. Queen h5. Wow, what is he doing? He's going all in. h6, he wants to capture here? Are you serious? Takes f4. Could be very, very interesting as well. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, wow, wow. I didn't see this coming, this knight g5 and queen h5 idea. Not easy now to play for me. Not easy at all. Not easy at all. Not easy, guys. So takes f6. That's a possibility, but naturally I don't want to do that. h6, knight f7, takes f4. And I cannot move. What is this? d5 maybe? d5 could be a move. d5 could be a move. Let's just go d5. Let's go. Strike in the center. My idea is after f4, now I want to take on g5 and then double rooks, double pawns on the g5. So knight c3. He doesn't have any rush. Maybe I could try this move, e5. Let's just go e5, occupying the center. Okay? Probably I am threatening not to play h6. Not sure though. But, well, this is getting interesting. And I do have not so much time, you know? So f4. Wow, 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 wow. f4, now I want to grab the pawn, as I was telling you guys. So he's going to end up with double pawns on the g file. And I would say that I'm able now to go for short castle, because he cannot bring a rook to the h3 square, which would mean actually the end of the game for me. So I'm just going to continue developing with bishop e6. One of my problems here is naturally the pawn on c5. So it's not a bad idea to get rid of that pawn. For example, now with the move c4. That could be definitely an option. I'm just going to go for that. Because if white takes, then I have a lot of options. The first one is to go queen b6 check, followed by queen b2. The second one is to play d4. That should be interesting as well. Okay, so he took, and now I have an intermediate move, right? C takes e3. I think I do have this fantastic move, c takes e3. So basically, he's forced to take back, and he's forced to take back with probably the pawn. And now I just take this guy here on d5. So I think we're doing more than fine, because we have a better pawn structure. And the only problem is that we are 20 seconds down in the clock. So 1 minute and 44 seconds. And our threat now is to go queen b6 check, winning the game. So king h1, prophylaxis. This guy is very prophylactic. Okay, my friend. Well, queen b6 anyway, attacking the pawn on b2. Now he's forced to, well, waste the tempo, protecting it. And I don't know, b3. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, my friend, my friend. All right, what to do? What to do? Well, rook c8. Just rook to the open file, rook c1. I understand. I understand. Let's bring the other one to e8. I would love to bring this knight to d4, but it's so... I mean, it's a long journey from there. So I'm not sure I'm going to be able to make it. So maybe I can just play queen d4. The idea is to bring the queen to the action. Could be queen h4, for example. And bishop e3. And now just queen h4. Yeah, this is my idea. If he takes on a7, then I will grab the pawn on g5. And, well, position is going to be extremely unbalanced, because he will have two passed pawns. And then I will have a fantastic center. So who knows what's better. Other idea is to play d4 myself. Queen f2. And now I think I'm forced to, well, I'm not forced to grab this, but maybe it's a good idea just to trade queens. Or even rook c1 first. Even rook c1 first is very interesting. Well, let's just take here. And bishop takes. Now, well, knight f4. This was my point, to attack the d3 pawn. It's not going to be easy for him to protect it. It's 37 seconds only for me. Ooh, it's getting tricky, guys. 50 seconds for my opponent. There we go. Here in Join Chess. Join the Banter Blitz session. Having fun. Living the life. 40 seconds. There we go. So now what to do? Now what to do, guys? d4 maybe. d4 maybe. That's it. Let's go. d4. And after knight takes. Basically putting pressure against that guy there. Oh, that was a very strong move. No, that was not very strong. That was actually losing. Bishop d5. Boom. King d1, knight h3 mate. Knight e4, knight takes e3. It's got to resign. That's it. There we go. Thanks for the game, Jupe. And now let's accept, for example, Jose Moya. Are you there, Jose Moya, or not? Tell me you're there. Jose Moya. Okay, e4. We have another FIDE master challenging us. So you're going to be the next one. d4 or bishop to b5 check. Bishop to b5 check. But that's a, well, natural move. And now we're going to go for a Maroxy once again with c4. Oh, I don't know about this move here. Because usually black takes with the queen. But okay. Maybe short castle. And, well, d4, not sure about this move here. Let's just play b3 in order to bring the bishop to b2. Use the long diagonal. a6. And now d4. Sometimes you got to break in the center, right? So queen e2 here in order to go rook d1, start putting some pressure against the queen on c7. In this case, rook c1 maybe is better. Maybe is better. Rook d8, and let's play f4. Let's go all in for the attack. Like crazy guys here. e5 could be an option. Not gonna happen, my friend. What do you wanna do? Wanna do king h1? No, I think he has no move to win material here because he takes an e4, then I take, and the knight on d4 is well protected. Okay, so now how to break in this position? Can we go crazy with g4? Should we go crazy? I don't think so, but I'm gonna do it. g4. I think this is not a very good move, but I want to have fun in this game. d5. Wow, this is getting very tricky, guys. This is very extremely tricky. Give me that baby. Give me that baby. And now there's some knight f5 move coming as well. e5 should be the move for sure here. Or knight f5. Let's go there. Let's go there, guys. Knight f5, attacking the bishop. The bishop has to go. And, well, 1 minute, 38 seconds. Not sure what's going on. Not sure what's going on here. Queen e6. Wow. Can you do that? e5. Let's go. So if knight e4, maybe, and just maybe, I can go back to d4. But I don't know if that's ideal or not. I mean, this game is getting very, 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 very tricky. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to d4. Queen b6 is going to come for sure. And there, maybe queen e3 in order to protect everything. Or even f5, all in, attacking with all we have. Knight c3, intermediate move. So here, I can take also with the rook in order to bring the rook to the action. I like this move. I like this move because, you know, in many cases, the rook could be coming to h3. In fact, I start liking this idea very much here. Rook h3 followed by g5. Goes queen d7. Nice prophylactic move against probably rook h3 and g5, because rook on h3 would be hanging. So, well, okay, then it's time to go all in. f5. There we go, guys. There we go. Knight d4, just rook f3. And we are reaching our opponent's king here. Knight e4, and then rook f3. Cool. Cool, very cool. Rook f3, and then e6, f6 are ideas that we do have in mind. Bishop g5. That was very annoying, guys. That was very annoying. Very annoying. Not sure, man. Rook d3 could be an option here. Rook d3. Let's play rook d3. Prophylaxis against knight d2. My idea is to go knight f3, kick this bishop, play h4. But this is 3 plus 2 or not? No, this is 3. Only 3. Wow. So then I do have a lot of time troubles here. So I should be extremely fast. h4. h4 is not possible, so I'm just going to go king g2. King g2. I don't know about that move either, because now the 7th rank could be extremely weak. But my idea is to go h4 and then play g5, trap this bishop, queen c6. Where are you going? Knight d4. Go back, my friend. You cannot enter here on the c2 because the knight is controlling. Then h4 is going to be able to do it. So h4 followed by g5 is a nice threat in this position. 23 seconds for each player. And here we are after 1 hour Banter Blitz session. My name is Pepe Cuenca. This is a pleasure to be here with all of you guys. Takes. Where are you going to play? Okay, you're going to play that. Knight f3, attacking the rook, attacking everything. Bishop d4. Well, it's controlling everything, controlling the center. Well, king g3 is coming. Oh, you blunder everything, my friend. Now you got to resign soon. 12 seconds. And give me that baby. Rook e2. Give me that baby. Check. Here. And it's over. It's over. Thank you, Jose, for the game. And now we take this FIDE master, our friend Ava Nets, and let's play the King's Indian as usual. Oh, the Trompowsky variation, very nice. And here, well, let's just play c5, f3, knight f6. But queen a5 is a better move here. Yeah, queen a5 is a better move than knight f6. I completely forgot. Anyway, oh, he knows what he's doing. This guy knows everything. This guy knows every single thing. d6, okay, this endgame shouldn't be that bad for us. d6, let's go for the fianchetto. Bishop g7. If we manage to castle, then our life would be very easy. e5 is met with knight h5. And so still he cannot play that. And, should have controlled that before. So knight e6 is only move here. Bishop c4, and then let's say just short castle in order to complete development. So how do we complete development? Should we play bishop d7? Should we play knight h5? Should we play knight d7? To play knight b6? I'm going to go for that. So, just have the e5 break. So knight d7, knight b6 is my idea here. And then bishop d7 and finish development. Okay, he doesn't want me to allow that, so I'm just going to go... This is tricky. This is very tricky, guys. Very tricky. Knight c5. a6 is my next move. a6 is my next move. So rook b8 is only option. And knight d5. Well, he's giving me some headaches here. He wants to repeat with knight c7? No, because after knight c7, I can go rook d8, and after knight d5, king f8. At the very least. At the very least. Segundo. 1 second. B4. Is that possible? Are you kidding me? You want to just capture my pawn on E7? You're so evil? No, come on, man. I'm a good friend. Okay, then 95 intermediate move. That's very nice move. No, that's shit. Well, maybe that's not so shit. Because after bishop b5, I have bishop d7. Only move. And after bishop takes, I can recapture with my c knight. Well, not that bad. Then I capture here for sure. And now I am on time to just play b6 and keep everything protected. All right, guys. We had a bad time, but now I think we're doing fine. More or less. More or less. Bishop b7. Let's just try to kick this knight from d5 by playing a6 very soon. And then try to blow up the center with some b5 or d5. Open the position for our bishops. Go back, my friend. You are not welcomed in this house. In the house of chess. All right, so rook c8. Let's go. Oh, knight b5. That's very annoying. Knight b5 is very annoying. He didn't see it. Okay, that's great news for us. But can we stop that or not? Can we stop that or not? Or maybe let's just play d5 and then try to create some chaos. Some chaos here. Pawn takes, pawn takes. There we go. The chaos is here. The chaos is here. 0.56. c5. What is he doing? I don't know. He doesn't even know as well. What else? Okay, knight c6. I like this move. Takes, takes. And then the knight on e2 is hanging at the end of the day in all those lines. Ooh, that hurts, my friend. That hurts. That's very bad from your side. You know, that hurts a lot. Okay, there's no other way. So I need to sacrifice the piece. At least cannot take twice on d5. Cannot take twice on d5 because the knight on e2 is actually hanging. So what to do here? Well, d4, we need to push. Push, 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 baby. Push, baby. Push, baby. Push, baby. 94. Give me that, baby. I need to take everything, of course. And, well, I think we can hold this position. c4. We need to remove every pawn from there, for sure. And now play a5, maybe. And, or rook c7. Let's just go back. Protect everything. f5 or h5. Just play f5. Go from there. King f6. Activate the king. Oh, no, I cannot activate the king since 98 is just a fork that is winning. Rook e7 is a nice try now. Rook e7 is a very nice try, guys. Rook e7. Let's go. Rook e2 coming. Now, if the pawns fall, I can even win the game. So he needs to be very careful. Ooh, that's very nice. d3 coming. He's got rook d2. No, I cannot believe it. King f6. He's got rook e2. The guy's got rook e2. King e6. Just try to think what happens. Oh, I just blunder everything. This is not possible. This is not possible. So king c5. Let's just play king d5 back and a6. King e5 here. Now g5. Let's go. f4 is our next move. f4. There we go. Take takes. Here. There we go. 3 seconds. Takes. Take that pawn. Take that pawn, my friend. King h3. I think I'm gonna make it. 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 h5 4. Okay. That's a draw. Very nice. Very nice. That's a draw. Very well played. Playing now against Vachier-Lagrave. Play e4. c5. Knight to f3. e6. And let's play d4. Takes. And knight to c3 back. c6 and h4. I wanted to go h3, but then let's imagine I wanted to go h4, okay? No excuses. And I don't know what to play here, to be honest. Well, even d5. This is, of course, not the very best line. But okay, let's just play. You know, maybe we're just a transposition to one of the main lines in the classical Sicilian. In many cases where black goes short castles and play h6, we just play f4. So here prophylaxis, king b1. The king is always in a better placed in a better square on b1 than on c1, naturally, because black is going to create counterplay along the c file. And here we have two plans. The first one is to push f4. The second one is to play f3, which looks very sensible to me and very natural, since now b4 was a threat, followed by knight takes e4, so we actually protect the pawn on e4. Queen a5. And what do you want to do, my friend? Well, I'm going to ignore you and then play g4. I'm going to ignore you and then play b4. Here, knight e2 is just the option, the best option, I guess. So in many cases, we're going to capture on c6, and we're going to bring the other knight to d4. And naturally, the idea is to keep pushing. You could keep pushing like a beast. Bishop e3, g5, h5, and mate. Mating. Well, take that. And now bring the other one. Pre-move. Knight d4. Knight d4 pre-move. And as I told you, I think the plan is to go bishop e3 back and then g5. He's got 1 minute 20 seconds. And I could also think about taking the bishop on b5. Bishop b5 on c6, sorry. Bishop b5. What is that for? All right. Let's just proceed with the plan that we had in mind. So bishop e3, and now, well, I'm not so sure with which rook to take, so I just play fast. I'll just play fast, and then I won't think too much. Yeah, he's got a point. He's got a point here. He wants to jump to c4 at some point. So, well, let's keep pushing. Let's see who arrives first. After 95 b3, I guess, is the move. Prophylaxis once again against knight c4. And then the idea is to push f4, f5 for sure, or even h5, g6, trying to ruin everything on the key inside. Rook c3. All right, my friend. So now it's time to go back after 92. So go back. Go back, my friend. f4. Facundo is coming to the action for the rescue. And maybe bishop g1. Just controlling every jump from this knight. Because, I mean, you can be scared. Because this knight on g4 doesn't have any squares. Now he's attacking on c2, so I need to protect that square for sure. An idea is knight d4 next move, followed by queen e2, trapping the knight. Trapping the knight. So rook c3. Ooh, is that possible? Oh, sorry guys, I wasn't reading chat. And now I saw that you are there. Rook c3. What's the idea behind rook c3? I still don't see it. So once again, I'm going to ignore everything and then play knight d4. Because the rook on c3 is very beautiful placed, is very nicely placed over there, but it's doing basically nothing. Knight f5, attacking the bishop. Go back, my friend. Bishop d8. That's very weird. That's a very weird move. That's a very, 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 very weird move. Okay, Pepe, g6. Let's push everything over there. Take 6. And now check. Oh, that's bullshit. Ooh. Give me that and knight d6. Okay, you could have taken the queen of d5. Anyway, let's go for the next challenge. Let's go for the next challenge. Still 20 more minutes to go, guys. Twenty more minutes to go. All right, e4, and then once again, let's go for the Kalashnikov Sicilian. Kalashnikov Sicilian. Knight f3, knight c6, d4, takes, and e5. Finally, we get to play a Kalashnikov. with the open Sicilian. So the only critical move is knight b5. And here there are two possibilities, knight c3 or c4. Naturally, knight d5 is a threat now, so we should kick this knight back and then play, for example, bishop e6 or bishop e7. Bishop e6 is the line that I give in my chessable course. But bishop e7, I have played that move several times as well. Knight d5 is already not the best move. Knight c4 is more critical. Here, knight f6 is very strong. Taking there, I think I can take and then play knight d4. Right, oh, queen a5, which is winning a pawn, Pepe. You're so stupid, man. Queen a5, that's very easy. That's very easy, my friend. That's very easy. Short castle, then let's just play short castle here. Anyway, we have a decent position. So our plan would be to push pawns on the king side, right? We have a majority first 4 versus 3. The knight on a3 is kind of misplaced, right? And here, maybe I can win another 10p, not sure. Knight h4, and then after f5, the knight is trapped over there. So what? Maybe bishop g5, or even b5. Bishop g5 is a decent alternative. Well, let's play knight g7, going back home after the party, right? After bishop g8-6, my idea is to go bishop g5, forcing the trade either on g7 or g5. And both options look fine for me. So bishop g5 takes, and then knight c4 could be kind of, annoying. So maybe f5 straight away. Why to play bishop g5? And maybe here, b5 is an alternative, a decent alternative. Yeah, let's play b5, keeping this knight out of the action. And, well, let's play bishop g5 now. So forcing once again the issue. I want to eliminate that bishop from h6. And after knight b4, we can simply bring the bishop to d7. And now we have another fantastic square for our pieces, the f4 square. Look at this square for the knight. We are actually threatening to win immediately with knight f4 followed by e4. Win e3. Is that possible? Yes. All right. Because after knight f4, g3 is your idea, right, my friend? My friend. So let's push. f4. There we go. Facundo once again coming for the action. If the queen is not going to be on this diagonal, then f3 could be annoying. Also, knight f6, bishop f5 are ideas in mind. Ooh, are you sure about this move? Let's go f3. Let's go queen g4. And you got to resign, my friend, I believe. Oh, you still have king h1 here? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Well, it's not going to work for sure. Yeah, that's not working, definitely. Because of queen h3, and then you have to take. I think we're completely winning here. Let's just say bishop g4. I don't know why bishop g4, but let's bring the other rook. And knight e7, that's a check for sure, but I don't know if something more. I don't know if something more. My friend. My friend. I want to sacrifice here. Booba. We are threatening mate, so he's forced to take, and then some rooks are coming to the G file to destroy his life. Because we are life destroyers. D7, and then rook G4 is a threat. Oh, I want to give you checkmate here. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is bullshit. Check. And I wanted to sacrifice the queen, but it's not necessary, let's say. Rook H4. And queen H2. Next move is got to resign our friend Contiello from Italy. Saluti. And Gasupete. Are you there, Gasupete? Are you there, Gasupete? He is there. Once again, there's Sicilian Kalashnikov. C6. Several options here. D4, bishop E4. This is usually a line that a lot of beginners play, but it's interesting. Even players like Van Forest have employed it. So knight F6. Now we're the ones occupying the center. So this is already a pawn up for us. Queen takes D1 and knight takes E4. You see, chess is just like mathematics, right? All time computing operations. If the operation is good for us, then we just go for it. Otherwise, we don't do it, right? It's just counting pieces. I know counting pieces in chess is very hard. But at the end of the day, if you manage to calculate well, then your level will increase a lot. So knight F6 back. Bishop F4, and then let's just play knight D5, attacking the bishop, followed by short castle. Let's just pre-move this castle. And there we go. Short castle. And naturally, our worst piece is the bishop on C8. So we're going to do something about that bishop. For example, bringing it to the best diagonal on B7, let's say, or even A6. 94. He's playing well. He's playing very well this phase of the game. Bishop E7 back. I'm not sure the bishop F6 was a very good move. Definitely, knight G5 is not a good move either because he's got to go back, and then this gives us a very important tempo. Sorry. So we just go bishop A6, bring a rook to the D file, and then enjoy our free pawn. C4, and now it is time to occupy some squares. Well, maybe just knight F6 back. As you guys know, trading piece is always a nice idea when we're out material, right? Bishop F6, rook D8, rook D8. And then knight A5 is also a nice idea here, targeting the C4 pawn. Knight E5, Booba, rook D1. And now we capture every single thing after bishop takes D1. And then we pre-move a lot of things here. Taking on E5 and taking on C4. And probably even bishop D5 could be a pre-move because he's going to move the pawn. That's it. Last minute challenges. Remember, all premium users can play. Go over Pepe's username that appears on the right corner below the video and send a challenge. I'm here if you need help. There we have, one of the most effective, efficient people in Chess 24. Lily from Mexico. Woman international master. One of the best chess players in Mexico. Mexico City. No, she's not from Mexico City. She's from Merida. Even more beautiful city. Where you actually can play a nice tournament. The Torre Memorial. Carlos Torre. So you have a problem in your life, if you need, if you need just to solve any problem, Lily is always there, Lily is so efficient. Where are you going, my friend? You want to penetrate in my position? Are you sure? Is this what you want to do? It's not going to happen today. At least today. Maybe tomorrow it will happen, but not today. Let's go, king E5, centralizing once again. Want to play F4, penetrate with our king. There we go, king D4 pre-move. Bishop F3, it's a threat now. Give me that, baby. Give me your pawns, baby. Give me your pawns, baby. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. Don't be afraid. And Robin Hood. Are you there, Robin Hood? To share some money with the people or not? Robin Hood 58. He's there. Nice. From England, from Great Britain. F5. Wow. He's going for one of the, most aggressive gambits in chess. Well, I need to take this pawn, I guess. The truth is, I never studied this position. Never studied this position. D4. This is gonna be a map move, right? Probably taking on C6 also nice. So give me that baby, and then play E5, attacking the knight on F6. That should be good as well. And we have protected pass pawn already on move number 6. So that means our position is great. Knight C3, the knight on B6 also traveling a lot through the board, which is always great news for us. And, well, he's attacking our pawn on C4. Is protected by playing B3. And I'm not sure about my position, I have to be honest. Because now, I'm not very sure. Well, I'm going to play bishop E3. I mean, if he gives me like 2 more tempi, I think I will be very, very fine here. Let's play F4. I just need to play Queen C2 and then long castle, and then probably I'm just winning, right? I think he gave to me those tempi that I needed, so that's fine. Takes. Pawn on D4 is already protected, so life is great when all this happens. So it's been a pleasure, guys, to be here with all of you. I know that we didn't have so many Banter Blitz sessions, but if you guys think this is a nice idea, we still can do some of them with Jan Gustafsson and myself. Okay, so Jan is going back soon to these sessions, and maybe we can do another one in a few days. Okay, just let us know if you guys are happy with this. I'm happy with this, to play with you guys and share some words over the chat over there. Always nice to see some people who started here our journey 10 years ago, like Kramik students, like some other users here, for example, Jupe or Zealand. A lot of people, you know, that have been here with us supporting this project. You know, like without you guys, we're just rubbish, you know. I mean, the project, the site couldn't be here. We chess players couldn't be here working if it was not for you guys. So only we can thank you guys for supporting us through all these years. What can I say? Bishop F3. So bishop F3, protecting G2, G4, and then we just go back, you know. And now the counterplay is over on the queen side, and yeah, at some point we're gonna try to, you know, to what? Maybe D5 is even winning here. I don't know. D5 should be interesting because at the pawn takes E5, my idea is to capture on B6, and then C takes E5, and there are some nasty discovered checks along the C file, right? So he took, and then bishop takes B6. And as I told you, this is very, very good for us already. And now C takes D5. It's a good move. After king B8, D takes E6, and the bishop is coming to C4 to block the C file, which is open, and we could have some troubles over there. But I think we are more than fine here. Well, of course. Interesting move. Interesting move. I'm gonna play this beautiful move. Knight A4. The threat is to go knight B6 if black takes on D5, and after queen C2, king C2, the same idea applies. Now he cannot take on D5 because of knight B6. There we go. And knight takes D5, and probably he's got to resign very, very soon. The wall is mine. Give me one. Let's go back. We are not in a rush. Step by step. Controlling the center. Controlling the center is important in chess and reggaeton. Okay, guys. So I think this is the last challenge that we have. If there's somebody else who is still there and wants to play a game, we can still do it. Otherwise, this is going to be the end of this session. If you guys enjoyed this, just let us know, and we'll be back very soon here in Chess 24, as usual, since 2014. Trying to have a lot of fun here with all of you. So hope you enjoyed, hope you learned something from these games, and see you soon. Take care, and big hugs, in this case, from Brazil. Take care, guys. Pleasure.